Well, we got Kyle Lux from the University of Northern Iowa. And I believe this is Blaise Bulter, transfer from Virginia. Wrestled in Virginia, I think, last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he's been in the NCAA tournament at least 2 times, if not 3 times. Quality wrestler.
Yeah, this kid's tough. I saw him wrestle last year. He was 21-6 last year. Was second in the ACC tournament last year. So at Virginia, coming into Missouri.
I don't think he was All-American. I do think he won a match or 2 at the national tournament.
He's got a career record coming in here at 56-22.
Takes a little bit of a shot on Lux. Lux fights that off. They're both in the underovers. As he comes in now, Blaise Butler's trying to dig in that other one, and they kind of separate there. Just a lot of hand fighting here. Only one decent attempt. Got him in a front headlock. Lux needs to kind of square up into him here. Circle up into him.
If I remember correctly, this kid had a pretty good tournament. Oh, no.
Lux right into a headlock. It's going to be a 4-1. A 2 takedown Missouri, a 2 near fall Missouri, an escape for Lux to make it 4-1. I mean, nothing happens for 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden, boom, 4-point move.
I'll tell you what, I'll give Lux a ton of credit for getting out of that headlock because he had that tight starting out with.
That looked real tight. And a lot of times, if you don't come all the way through and get away there,
right,
you make it tighter, and then you are done. So good job by Lux.
Another 4-point move for Butler.
Butler blows through a double. Lux, I think, wanted to kind of elevate him over and just didn't get it done. And now it's 2 4-point moves, so it's 8-1. Butler now got a high thigh leg in.
30 seconds left here in the first period. Team score 14-9 in favor of UNI.
Boy, that's a tough call. That is a tough call when he's got your one side of your quarter of your body's immobilized right there with that right he had.
Well, you know, the one thing we got to say about Fry, he's been pretty consistent with banging everybody.
Yes.
I mean, it isn't like he's picking on anyone.
I don't say that. I think Doug Schwab, Randy Pugh want a little what's going on with that stall call, but Kurt said, that's my call. So we're moving on.
So as we go into the second period now, Blaise Butler ahead 9-1.
Down position for period 2.
He's got a bunch of riding time too, not quite a minute, but 56 seconds. Lux dug himself a hole here. He's going to have to start either get some takedowns, rattle off a bunch of takedowns, or some near falls. Butler up to his feet. Lux is in a pretty good spot there. That leg's coming down a little bit. Kind of got that leg turk. And he's trying to dig a bar arm. I don't think that bar arm's in near deep enough to turn Butler, but he's controlling him right now. He's working for a near cradle. I don't know if I like this. I think you keep that head down, keep that head buried, get that leg back. Now he's back behind him with that claw right. That's a nice job by Lux recovering there.
Yep, good job. Piling on a little bit of riding time and getting rid of some. 1:19 left in the second period. Butler still ahead 9-1.
No warning.
See, again, I'm just not a big fan of that right there.
Yep.
I just, I mean, I get the call. I get the why we've got to have that. But I mean, Lux wasn't doing nothing but just what he should be doing.
And it looked like he was trying to build up.
Right.
And Missouri's still wrestling. It looked like a competitive situation, but that's the rule now. That's the rule when you're down below the hips.
Well, and let's face it, a couple, 3 years ago, they were letting kids hang on that leg forever.
Absolutely. Lux doing a pretty good job of right now releases him.
Escape, Butler.
Match score 11-1.
Butler right now definitely in that major decision territory. It'd be good to see Lux at least get that back to a regular decision. But we're going to have to take some risk here, Tim.
Yeah, you know, this is a tough kid to take a lot of risk on. Not that it can't be done, but Butler showing he's still got a little shot left. Under 15 seconds now in the second period. It'd be nice right here to see Lux get 2 in the short time.
It would. But there's 5 seconds left. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but just when I say that, he drops it on a little outside single. Butler does a good job of hipping out of that.
So Lux from UNI going to take the down position for the third period.
Lux chooses down position for period 3.
You know, if it stays this way and they end up with the 5 points, that's a pretty good answer for Missouri.
Yeah, it is. You know, they're doing what they have to do here. Lux needs to, you know, obviously wrestle for himself, but also think of the team here. Pick up the pace. Easier said than done. It's not like you just go out and get a score whenever you want, but at least pick up the pace like this, and there's 2. Which brings it to 11-4. And he's cutting him, and now he's going to go get him. With the intentional release, makes it 12-4. Blaise Butler. Kyle with a good snap, but he's got to follow it up with a shot, and Butler just drops it on a double, and that was about as deep as you can get.
Yeah, that's a double leg.
So now it bounces it back up to 10. It's 14-4. University of Missouri is winning. Kyle can get a 1 and a 2 here. It'd be just fantastic in the team race. And bring it back into a regular decision. But
under a minute now in the third period. Man, it looks like Blaise is just kind of hanging there right now. Lux not being able to do anything.
You know, he's doing just enough on top, but when you've got that whole right side of his body immobilized with that high thigh ride. Now it's come out, but he's still got the ankle trap. And just a ton of pressure on Lux. Lux can't hardly get his head off the mat. And now he switches off and throws a cradle. And he's taking Lux back.
Oh, he pinned him.
And the fall.
Well, not only did they answer with the 5, but they got 6 to go up by 1.